Nothing is impossible in this whole world. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare तौ संतोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेखं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्यात पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. Hare Krishna. So in the last class we were discussing about the Madhyama Bhakta. So Madhyama devotee, how? So the characteristics of the Madhyama devotee based upon the Manasa Linga. So that means based upon his consciousness. We have seen. So we'll be continuing our discussion for there. Next Anucheda will discuss 190. 190. Anucheda number 190. अथ भगवद्धर्माचरण रूपेण कायिकेन किंच मानसेन च लिंगेन कनिष्ठं लक्षयति. अच्छा, ओके 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 ओके, अच्छा, ओके. So taduktam Sri Shukena. So in the previous anucheda little bit that sloka is remaining. I'll just finish that and go further. So what is that? For Srila Jiva Goswami is concluding before to that. Tasmad brahmadi stavara paryanta adushta dushta cha tasmin bhadam rajjanti eva. That means, so that's why according to the Uttama Adhikari, all the living entities, so from the ant to the Brahmaji, everyone, so are tasmin bhadam rajyanti means, tasmin means in bhakti, so in the preeti, they are all having the love for the Lord. So taduktam Sri Shukena. So Sukadeva Goswami is also saying that So क्या कह रहे थे? So Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Govinda Bhuja Guptayam Dwarakayam Kurudvaha Avasin Narado Bhiksham Krishnopasana Lalasaha Konarajan Indriyavan Mukunda Charanambujam न भजेत सर्वतो मृत्युर उपास्यम अमरोत्तमैहि उपास्यम अमरोत्तमैहि. So here from this two statements we are understanding that means Uttamadhikari, how he sees that everyone is doing the bhakti. So like that he sees. So same thing you can see in the case of Sukadeva Goswami also. Sukadeva Goswami also saying like same thing. So who will not do devotion or love in Krishna? Kona kuryat rajan. Oh my dear Parikshit. So who will not do the love? So in Krishna, Mukunda Charanam Bhujam na bhajet. Who will not worship the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, Krishna? So that means Krishnopasana Lalasaha. That means everyone in that Dwarika, so everyone is interested in all the living entities, cows, everyone. So is interested in doing the worship of or of Krishna. So this is the thing actually. That means what we want to establish, Uttamadhikari sees that everyone is better devotee, is devotee. Sees like everyone is devotee. For that, Sukadeva Goswami is the example. Sukadeva Goswami is saying about his feeling in this. So that's clear. Next, 190th Anuchada. Ata Bhagavad Dharmacharana Rupena Kayikena Kinchan Manasena Cha Lingena Kanishtam Lakshayati. Today we are going to discuss this Kanishta Bhakta. So through the two lingas together. It means Manasalinga and also Kayakalinga. That means how he is acting. Kayaka means actions. Manasika means consciousness. So based upon these two lingas, symptoms. So bodily symptoms are the actions, symptoms of actions and symptoms of mind. So we are going to see the definition of Kanishta Bhakta. So what is that? Archayam haraye pujam yah shraddhaye hate na tad bhakteshu chanyeshu sabhakta prakruta smritaha. Translation. Huh? Okay, better I only read. Mic, giving mic is dangerous. No mic, okay. Mic will not be given. Yes. 11 to 47. I can do, it's not a problem. The translation, a devotee who faithfully engages in the worship of the deity in the temple but doesn't behave properly toward other devotee or people in general is called a prakrita bhakta. So a materialistic devotee and is considered to be in the lowest position. You're understanding? Who is this? That means who is the Kanishta Bhakta? Who sees the Lord in only in the deities. That means who worships Lord in deity only, not in other places. Lord is in the everyone's heart, but he will not see. And also, Archayam haraye pujam yah shraddhaya ihate. That means with faith. So he worships Hari in deities. Na tad bhakteshu na chanyeshu. But so he is not seeing the Lord in the others. Also, he is not able to identify others. That means the Lord's devotees and also others. Then he is prakrutaha smritaha, prakrutaha bhaktaha. So see, the explanation is given in the down. Archayam means in pratima. That means in the deity, in the deity only. Na tad bhakteshu anyeshu cha sutaram na. That means, but he will not see. That means any devotion in his devotees, and also he will not see Paramatma, Lord in others. He don't see the devotion in the devotees, and also he never see the so Paramatma in all other living entities. So why Bhagavat Prema Bhavat and Bhakta Mahatmya Gnana Bhavat and Sarvadhara Lakshana Bhakta Gunanudayacha. Many reasons. Because he doesn't have the prema for the Lord. He worships, but he doesn't have prema. Next, he doesn't know the glory of the devotees. And next, he doesn't get the qualities of devotees, like respecting all. So is the quality of the devotee. So such a qualities are not awakened in him because of all these reasons. So he is not able to so give the proper respect to the devotees, and also not able to see the Paramatma in everyone. So these are the various reasons. Saha prakrutaha. This kind of person is known as prakrutaha. Prakrita means prakriti prarabdha. Prakriti prarambha. That means adunaiva prarabdha bhakti. That means just now he started his devotion. Prakrita means who started his devotion very recently. Now, this is adunaiva prarabdha bhakti. So that means, but he is having shraddha. So what kind of shraddha then this is? This shraddha, so iyam cha shraddha na shastrardhavadharana jata. This shraddha is not because of so studying the scriptures. That means this shraddha is not out of the understanding the properly the scriptures. No. So why? Because he doesn't have knowledge, like you see, this kind of knowledge he doesn't have. This kind of scriptural knowledge he doesn't have. What is that? Yasyatma buddhi kunape tridhatuke swadi kalatradishu bhauma ijjadi yattirtha buddhi salilena karhichi janesh. So he doesn't have this kind of scriptural knowledge. What kind of scriptural knowledge? This is the sloka is given. That means ityadi shastra agnana. 1084:13. Translation: one who identifies himself as the inert body composed of mucus, bile, and air, who assumes his wife and family were permanently his own, who thinks an earthen image or the land of his birth is worshipable, or who sees a place of pilgrim as merely the water there, but who never identifies himself with, feels kinship with, worships, or even visits those who are wise in spiritual truth. Such a person is no better than a cow or an ass. What is the point? Yasya atma buddhi kunape. That means who treat body as a soul, which body is made up of tridhatuka, kapha, pitta, vayu. Swadihi kalatradishu. That means he thinks that wife, children, all are his own. Swadhihi. Next. So kalatradishu swadihi. Bhauma ijja ijjadhihi. So on the land he is having the So the worshipable mood. Yat tirtha buddhi salile. Yat tirtha buddhi salile. Who thinks that an earthen image or the land of his birth is worshipable, or who sees a place of pilgrimage as merely the water there, but who never identifies himself with so next, who never identifies salile na karihichit janeshu abhigneshu. So who never identifies himself with, that means he is not having the self relation, feels kinship with, worships or even visits those who are, so those who are wise in spiritual truth. That means na karihichit janeshu abhigneshu sahaeva ghokaraha. That means whoever who those who are wise in spiritual truth. Abhigneshu means who are wise in spiritual truth. So he is not at all seeing them as his own. So then that kind of person is Ghokaraha. So why this sloka is said anyway? So the main point is, you have to understand here, Ityadi Shastra Agnanat. We are saying he doesn't have so Shastra Vihita Shraddha. He doesn't have Shastra Vihita Shraddha. How can you say? Because he doesn't have so this kind of discriminating power. So that means, as said in this sloka, Yasya Atma Buddhi Kunapetridhatike, this sloka is telling about the difference between the body and soul, difference between the own people and so sadhus, difference between the normal water and the tirtha. So like that, this sloka, this scriptural sentence is giving the intelligence, so our discriminating power to see the difference between the right and wrong. So since he doesn't study, so this kind of shastras, didn't understand this kind of shastric scriptures, so that's why he is not able to see the differences between the right and wrong. So that's why his shraddha, whatever is there, that is not due to the scriptural based shraddha, but it is due to the so loka parampara jata shraddha. Simple point is, Kanishta Bhakta is not having the scriptural understanding, and his shraddha is not, because his behavior, if you see, clearly saying that he is not following the scriptural injunctions. So that, but still he is having shraddha. Means what? So he is not, so this shraddha is not based upon the Shastri shraddha. Because if he is having the scriptural understanding, then his behavior also should change. But this behavior is not according to the Shastra. That means what? So he is definitely, his shraddha is some other. That means not because of the scriptures. That is known as Tasmat Loka Parampara Prapta Eva. This is because of conventional methods. Maybe his parents or his someone relatives, so they are so worshipping, so that's why he is also worshipping. So through the conventional means he is getting the shraddha. Okay. Tasmat loka parampara prapta eva iti purvavat. It is due to what? Loka parampara. So ataha atascha ajata prema shastriya shraddha yuktah sadakastu mukhyaha kanishtaha agneyaha. What it mean? He doesn't have prema, but he has shraddha in the Lord. And such a person is, and his shraddha is not due to based upon the shastras, and that person is the kanishta, mukhya kanishta. Primarily he is kanishta, this kind of sadhaka. Okay, now we have seen uttama, madhyama and kanishta, so based upon the manasalinga. And kanishta case we have bit kayika also, because he's worshipping Lord. That is a kayika, and his consciousness is not able to identify devotees, and he is not able to relate the other living entities with the Lord. That means he is not able, at least he doesn't have any understanding that there is a Lord is there in the other living entities. So such an understanding he doesn't have. He is seeing Paramatma or the Lord in only in the Archa Vigraha, not able to see Paramatma in other living entities. He may not see, but at least understanding he should have. That also he doesn't have. And that's why he's misbehaving with all of those. He's misbehaving with all of other living entities. And also with other devotees also he's not properly behaving. But still he has Shraddha. Then how it came? So because his behavior is not based upon the Shastra. So that means he didn't study the Shastras. That means his Shraddha is not based upon Shastras. That is the main point, is you should establish that the Shraddha of the Kanishta is not based upon the Shastra. Because if his Shraddha is based upon the Shastra, then he has to get the knowledge of Yasyatma Buddhi. What is that? Yasyatma Buddhi Kunape Tridhatuke. So that understanding he should have. Okay, next Anucheda 191. Atha tika punar ashtabhi slokaihi abhyarhitatvat uttamasyaiva lakshananyaha gruhitvapi ityesha. Now in coming 8 slokas, we are going to see the characteristics of Uttama Bhakta again. Okay, if you see, this is from the 11th canto, 2nd chapter. 11th canto, 2nd chapter. Who is saying? Kavi Maharaj? No. Hari. Havi. Okay. Hari is given. Havi, whatever. Havi. Havi is saying. So Sarvabhutesha Pashyet, you see in that Mula, if you see in that Bhagavatam, 45 we have done, 46 we have done, 47 we did. Now we are doing the 48 to another remaining 8 sloka, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. All 8 slokas we will be discussing, which are telling about the Uttamasyaiva Lakshananyaha. Because this is the desirable, na? You want to become Uttama Bhakta or the Kanishta? Want to become Kanishta? Yes, no, Uttama. Okay, that's why you should know more about the Uttama. Abhyarhitatvat, because he is most worshipable. Uttama is. He is a best. That's why we should know more about him. He is most worshipable. Okay, let us see. Tatha, he first one. Gruhitva yo na dveshte na kankshate Vishnurmayamidam pashyan savai bhagavatottamaha. Koi book? Okay, acha, it's matter. It's all sequence, na? Fatafat, I will only read. I will read. Even while engaging his senses in contact with their objects, one who sees the whole world as the energy of the Lord, Vishnu is neither repelled nor elated. He is indeed the greatest among devotees. Gruhitvapi indriyaihi arthan. Even he is accepting the objects of the senses by these senses, object of the sense objects by the senses. Yah nadveshti nakangshati, who is not hating or not desiring. Vishnur mayamidam, that means, but he is seeing this is everything is Lord's maya. That means Lord's Shakti. He is eating, but He is not seeing it is desirable for me. It's my favorite. It's not my favorite. No. So, but he is seeing everything is energy of the Lord. Vishnu or Maya means energy of the Lord. So he is drinking or he is whatever. So whatever is there, everything he is seeing, it is the potency of the Maya. Pashan Savai Bhagavatottamaha. He is the Bhagavatottamaha. It is one characteristic we have seen. Okay. Key. Smoke. No. Because Shastra the Vishwasa he have. That means his Shraddha is based upon the scriptures. So that's why he will never do anything is abandoned by the Shastra. Uttam Bhakta means Shastrartha Vihita Shraddha. Shastra Vihita Shraddha is having. But who is the Kanishta, he doesn't know the what is right and wrong. And because he didn't study the Shastra, then he will smoke. Because he's asking questions. Then I will become late. I didn't heard. Without mic, I didn't hear. Okay. Okay. Huh? Yes. No discussion. Okay. Chalo. Last after 1 hour. देखिए फ्लो रुकना नहीं चाहिए. देखिए फ्लो रुक गए तो बस पूरा डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगा. Okay, so you understood. So Bhagavatottama, how he is. Good question, but no discussion more. Tavad indriyarthain gruhitva api ityapi shabdartha. So that's why many people think that, oh, if Uttamadhikari is seeing everything as equal, so then he will be smoke and he will drink whatever. He will drink wine because he's seeing wine is also energy of the Lord. Smoking, what is this? That cigarette is also made up of energy of the Lord. What is there? Everything he can do then. Is it like that? No, because he is having the Shraddha in the Lord out of Shastra, out of the, that means Shastra, that means the understanding of the Shastra. Then such a person will never do the any abominable activity which is not prescribed by the Shastras. Idam, Purvokta Prakareణ Tadavišta Chitta na Gruhnati Tavad Indriyarthain Gruhitva api ityapi Sabdhartha. Generally, so whoever whose heart is entered into the Lord, they don't have any interest in accepting the sense objects, even if they accept sense object to maintain the body, but still they don't have any attachment for those and no any dvesha, that means any hatred or any so liking among that. Idam Vishwam Mayam Bahiranga Shakti Vilasatvat Heyam Ityardaha. So he's seeing everything is this all the buildings, this, that, opulences, everything is, he will never get any attraction for all of this because everything is made up of Maya. It's Krishna's Bahiranga Shakti. So Atra api Kayaka Manasayoho Sankaryam. Here also you are seeing both Kayaka Linga and Manasika Linga. Because his mental consciousness also we are discussing, and also we are seeing his actions. So he is accepting the sense objects, but how it is his consciousness? So he's seeing everything as the energy of the Lord, and which is so cheap. That means heyam. And he is also not having any hatred or any attraction, desire. So of anything. So this is actions actually. These are the actions. Next sloka we are going. 192. Atha kevala manasalingaihi aha yavat prakaranam. Now remaining other 7 slokas we will be seeing based upon the characteristics of the Uttama Bhakta based upon only manasalingas. That means mind setup. So देहेन्द्रिय प्राण मनोदियाम यो जन्माप्ययक्षुद भया तर्ष कृच्छ्रैः संसार धर्मै अविमुह्यमान स्मृत्या हरेर्भागवत प्रधानः. Within the material world, one's body is always subject to birth and decay. Similarly, the life air, prana, is harassed by hunger and thirst. Mind is always anxious. The intelligence hankers for that which cannot be obtained. And all of these senses are ultimately exhausted by constant struggle in the material nature. A person who is not bewildered by the inevitable miseries of material existence and who remains aloof from them simply by the remembering the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is to be considered Bhagavata Pradhana, the foremost devotee of the Lord. Dehendriya Prana Mano Dhyam Yah Janma Apyaya Kshud Bhaya Tarsha Kruchrehi Samsara Dharmaihi Avimuhyamanaha. Avimuhyamanaha. That means he is not at all lamenting. So of what? Of the because of hunger, thirst, birth, death, and fear. Because of any, these are all the properties of the body. These are all the properties of the body. So janma mrityu, that means birth, death, hunger, all these are all coming to the, so either body or other life fire or the mind. These are all belong to this gross or subtle bodies. But so they are all belong to this hunger, thirst, and so on. So by these all, he is not at all having any so pain or avimuhyamanaha. That means he is not at all bewildered by all of these. Why? Harehe smritya, because of constant remembrance of the Lord. Because of the constant remembrance of the Lord, he is not at all affected by all of these different dharmas which are related to the body, mind, and life. Okay. So such a person is Bhagavata Pradhanaha. He is the best among the devotees of the Lord. Yah Hareha Smritya. That means because of the remembrance of the Hari. Once again I am repeating because in the explanation also is coming again. So Yah, that means the one who Hareha Smritya, because of the remembrance of the Lord. Deha Adinam, that means so related to the body, mind, and life air. Samsara dharmaihi, that means all the qualities related to the samsara. What are those? The birth, death, so hunger, fear, and thirst, so and so. All these samsara dharmas. By this, vimuhya, na vimuhyamanaha na bhavati. He is not bewildered by all these. So saha, that person is Bhagavata Pradhanaha. So Uktam cha Gitasu. It is also said in the Bhagavad Gita. येषान्त्वन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहविनिर्मुक्ता भजते मां दृढव्रताः. ये तु, that means येषां, whose papam antagatam, that means whose sin is finished, and punya karmana, who had the piety, those people, dvandva moha vinirmukta, they are completely free from the bewilderment of through because of dualities. So they are not bewildered by the dualities of this material nature. Bhajante mam dridhavrata, they always with a firm faith, with fixed devotion, so determination, they worship me. हम लोगों का स्थिति ऐसा नहीं रहता है कनिष्ठों में. थोड़ा सा दर्द आया बस छोड़ दो, भक्ति छोड़ देंगे. थोड़ा सा शरीर में ठीक नहीं, मंगल आरती उड़ गया बस. यस, ऐसे ही हम लोग सब कनिष्ठ. Their uttamas are firm. Next 193 tatha. So little for small little things, we'll skip the sadhana, bhakti, like me. Okay. 193 tatha. Next nakarm. Next anucheda we are going. Please be in sync with me. Nakama karma bijanam yasya chetasi sambhava वासुदेवैक निलयः स वै भागवतोत्तमः. Okay, these are all simple anuchadas. Don't worry, I am not going speed actually. I am going in normal speed only, but slokas doesn't need any much explanation. रास्ता तो ले सकते हैं लेकिन वो रस हम नहीं लेना चाहते, सिलेबस सही से रह जाएगा तब. I like to discuss, but I have to finish the syllabus also. Okay. By April end, I want to finish the Bhakti Sandarbha. Hopefully. You are all happy? Okay. April end. Bhakti Vaibu also we try. Okay. So that May 1st you'll be in the house. Yes, we need speed. Let's come on. So न काम कर्म बीजानां यस्य चेतति संभवः वासुदेवैक निलयः स वै भागवतोत्तमः. In whose heart what are not there? Kama karma bijanam na sambhavah. That means in whose heart there is no lust, there is no sin. Karma means previous fruitive sin. So karma bija means desires, material desires. They are not there. In whose heart these are all not there? So that means Vasudevaika nilayaha. So then he is in him. Who is residing? Krishna is residing, and that person is Bhagavatottamaha. Vasudevaika nilayaha means Vasudeva matrashya. That means for whom Vasudeva is only the shelter. Like that also you can take. So this is the meaning of this. That means various definitions of the Uttama Bhakta we are seeing. Next 194th Anucheda tatha. Acha bijani vasana. So bijani means vasana. That's material desires. So Vasudeva Nilayha means, so who is Vasudeva Matra Ashraya, for whom Vasudeva is only the shelter. So like that you can take. So next 194 tatha. नयस्य जन्म कर्माभ्याम न वर्णाश्रम जातिभिः सज्जतेऽस्मिन्नहं भावो देहे वैसा हरे प्रियः. Translation. Birth in aristocratic family and execution of austerity and pious activities certainly cause one to take pride in himself. Similarly, if one enjoys a prestigious position within the society because his parents are highly respected members of Varnashrama social system, one becomes even more infatuated with himself. But if, despite these excellent material qualifications, one doesn't feel even a tinge of pride within himself, he is to be considered the dearmost servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means, jati se or because of his birth, because of his social position, so he is not at all getting even a tinge of pride, then that person is Bhagavatottamaha, is the dearmost, Harehe Priyaha. Janma means Satkulam. In this, you should take in this sloka, taking birth in so aristocratic family. Karma means he is the best, that means performing the austerities, great activities he is doing. Jatayaha, that means Anulomaja Murdabhishiktadaya, that means he took in a such a Murdabhishikta means in the kingly form, royal family. So Etabihi, or otherwise he may took birth in the lowest family also. Any situation, that means he will not at all, that means affected by the So because of his material status, that means he will never get any so kind of that agitation or his, that means aham bhavaha, that means uh, so I am so in a good family, so such a pride he will never get. जातयः अनुलोमजाः, अनुलोमजाः मूर्धाभिषिक्तादयः एताभिः यस्मिन् देह अहं भावः न सज्जते किन्तु भगवत्सेवोपैके साध्ये एव देहे सज्जते इत्यर्थः। किन्तु भगवत्सेवै सेवौपैके साध्ये देहे सज्जते इत्यर्थः। That means they see body as what? They see body as the instrument, for the service of the Lord. So this is useful to do the service of the Lord. So like that, they have the consciousness about their body. Not that this body took birth in so and so family and so, so caste and creed. So that's why I am this. So such a ahankar he doesn't have. They see body as just a useful instrument to the doing the service of the Lord. So that kind of people are the dear to the Lord. Saha Hareh Priyaha. He is the so dear to Hari. Bhagavatottamaha iti. Like this you should understand. He is a Bhagavatottamaha. Because the whole prakarana is going about Bhagavatottama. So that's why here Hareh Priyaha means you should take as Bhagavatottamaha. Hareh Priyaha iti Bhagavata Matravachi. So Hari, to Hari, who Hare, the one who is dear to Hari, who is that? That is Bhagavat Matra. That is referring to only Bhagavata. Bhagavat means devotee. That is referring to the devotee only, not that any other living entity, just living entity. Because devotees are Bhagavatas. Anyway, next अनुच्छेद 195 तथा न यस्य स्वपरयिते वित्तेष्वात्मनि वाभिदा सर्वभूतासु हृष्यन्तः स वै भागवतोत्तमः. Next. When a devotee gives up the selfish concept by which one thinks this is my property and this is his property, and when he is no longer concerned with the pleasure of his own material body or indifferent to the discomforts of others, he becomes fully peaceful and satisfied. He considers himself simply one among all the living beings who are equally part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such a satisfied Vaishnava is considered to be at the highest standard of devotional service. Na yasya swaparaha iti vitteshu atmaniva. That means this is my property. This is his property. He will not have this kind of discrimination. Bida means discrimination. What? Then everything is, no, it's not my property, it's your property. Everything is my property. Here in Kashmir, like that. He's also having, there is no discrimination. This is my property, this is your property, no discrimination. He's having only one. Everything is mine. It's not like that. That means he doesn't have any ahankara. That's the mean. This is my property, and this is no longer concerned with the pleasure of his own material body. And also, this is my body and this is your body. No. This kind of discrimination is there. That means everybody is my body. I want to enjoy everybody. It's not like that. So That means he doesn't have any discrimination between his and others. It means what? Sarva Bhuta Surut Shantaha. That means not in a negative way you should take. So Sarva Bhuta Surut, he is the friend of everyone. Then you should understand. Shantaha is completely peaceful. So he's completely devoid of the mind and others. This kind of conception is not there. He is aloof from all these. Everything is Krishna's Shakti, Maya. It's Krishna's energy. He thinks like that. Yes, everything is belonging to the Maya. Out of Maya, which is belong to the Lord. And you'll be seeing him. So it's this, everything is body of the Lord. And you'll be seeing everywhere his own Lord. Ishta Devata he will see. This. Not the mine, this is yours, like that. No. This is Bhagavatottama. Sarva Bhuta Suhrut. So he will never become, that means he never become any enemy, and also it's not that neutral also. He is not neutral to the living entities. No, he is Suhrut. So becoming enemy, becoming neutral, becoming well-wisher. What? He is well-wisher of all the living entities, not that the only humans, or not that the only trees, not that the only tigers. So you might be seeing some people are liking only tigers. Their whole life project is protecting tigers. Tigers should be protected. Bengal tiger should be protected. Tiger consciousness. Bengal tigers. Bengal is a place for tigers. Royal Bengal tigers. Suraj Shanta is given here. Okay, no problem. Sometimes may pause. What way? So like this, we'll be having the different consciousness in the people. Some people like only parrots, parrot consciousness, dogs, dog consciousness. So trees consciousness, cows consciousness. But cows consciousness is a devotion. Actually, protecting cows comes under the direct devotion. It's yeah, WhatsApp consciousness. Someone is WhatsApp consciousness. Yes. Okay, WhatsApp consciousness. Yes. Exam consciousness. Always fear of exam. Exam consciousness. So like this, that means they are whatever consciousness they have, they are protecting those. But not Sarva Bhuta Surut. So that's why universal peace is achieved by only Krishna consciousness. Shantaha, that means complete peace, who is having only devotees. They are always peaceful. Whatever happens, they don't react at all. Anything. So our transcendental devotees, all the time peace and happiness in their own sadhana. Prasadam, sadhana, and seva. That's all. They are completely out from the race. So people are doing the running race like this. So whole world is running, but this side, they came side, and okay, you will run. Whatever running you do, we'll make nicely our feast, and we offer that to the Lord, and we do the japa and dance nicely, and we'll eat and we'll be happy. So you work hard, whatever you want to do, you do hard, but we don't do any hard work. The most intellectual people in this whole world is our devotees. दुनिया में कुछ भी हो रहा है. Yes, that's right. This is a peaceful revolution. We want everyone like this. Let's come and join with us. We'll provide everything. Yes or no? Yeah, we can feed to everyone. If anyone wants to accept all the process, so all the process means waking up, Mangalarti, doing sadhana and service, everything is interested, then why don't we allow? We'll allow everyone, na? The whole world also. We are going to accommodate whole world. We should have communities. Okay, next. Kincha. 196th anucheda Kincha. त्रिभुवन विभव हेतवेप्य कुंठ स्मृतिर अजितात्मसुरादिभिर्विमुग्रे विमृग्यात् न चलति भगवत्पादारविन्दलव निमिषार्थमपि स वैष्णवाग्र्यः. Tribhuvana Vibhava Hetave. See, even further description about the Uttama Bhakta is given here. The lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are sought even by the greatest of demigods, such as Brahma and Shiva, who have all accepted the Supreme Personality of Godhead as their life and soul. A pure devotee of the Lord can never forget those lotus feet in any circumstance. He will not give up his shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord for a single moment. Indeed, not for half a moment, even in exchange for the benediction of ruling and enjoying the opulence of the entire universe. Entire universe. Such a devotee of the Lord is to be considered the best of the Vaishnavas. Only 1 second. 1 second, just you so take out your attention from the lotus feet of the Lord. I will give you what? The entire property of this whole universe, three bhuvana. That means all the three planetary systems. That means Sarga, Bhurbhuva, Swaha. That means below Sarga, so all the earth planet, and also Sarga means all the higher planets, till Brahmaloka. All the pleasure will be, all sampatti, all the wealth will give. For how much time he should leave the lotus feet of the Lord? Only half a. Indeed, half a moment. Half moment. Leave. That much you'll get. What you will do? So half a moment. If you leave your attention from the lotus feet of the Lord, you'll be getting this much. So, or we'll say that yes, we will leave. Okay, give that wealth. Then we'll do service of that using that wealth. Our devotees will be very smart. Why we have to leave that? Only anyway. But here the main point is what? So half a moment. So focusing on the lotus feet half a moment. So even that much gap also they don't want. Ahaituki apratihata. Apratihata. That means uninterrupted. Even it is not interrupted for the moment, 24 hours. Even while they sleeping also. In their dream, they are seeing Krishna's service. Krishna. They are in the dream also, they are doing service. What is there? That is Krishna consciousness. We want to become like that. कहाँ हैं अभी हम लोग? Even for a moment, we are not able to fix our consciousness on Lord. That is our position actually. Even for half moment, just half moment. So try to just remember the lotus feet in that. Or for 1 second, at least 1 second, let us try. No. So from there to you want to shift. So even for a half moment, you doesn't want to leave. My God, it's like the complete shift. Paradigm shift. We want actually. So such a far away. We are doing only so externally by body and by speech, we are doing some service, but consciousness becoming like that is remaining still. This is a target. चलो पानी पी ले सब लोग. Okay. Achalanatve hetuhu. Achalanatve. Why their consciousness is not deviated for even a so fraction of the moment, second. The hetu is what? So अजिते हरौ एव आत्मा एषाम तैहि ब्रह्म प्रभृतिभिः सुरादिभिरपि विमृग्यात् दुर्लभात् इत्यर्थः because their heart is completely so ajite harau eva atma, that means completely absorbed in the lotus feet of the Lord, and this kind of situation is not possible to the even to the demigods and Brahmaji also. They are also looking for that, everyone. So because why he is not at all interested in the all this wealth? Because even the people who are possessing those health, that health, are looking for this only, of what? Of absorbing in the lotus feet of the Lord. So that even Brahmaji also looking for that. That means even by having the wealth of the Satyaloka, so he is not happy. He is also looking for that. And then he is having that, then why he will live? So that's the point. Why he is not living? Why he is not living his that means attention on the lotus feet of the Lord? Because even that wealth is given. So that even those people who are possessing that wealth, they also want to have this kind of so absorption in the lotus feet of the Lord. That's the reason. Okay, you got it. Next, 197. How many are? 9. How many anuchedas we did? So 90. 10 anuchedas? 8 anuchedas we did. Okay. Don't worry. It will be finished very soon. This book. Remaining book is very quickly you can. Gam dauda denge. Fast. हाँ? हाँ 5 आराम से हो जाएगा. 5 anuchedas will finish. On average, three will finish without asking any, if provided no questions in the class. After class, you can. Yes. Next, 197th anucheda, apicha. What is that? So, apicha, vishyabhisandhina chalanam kamenati santape sati bhavet satu bhagavat seva nirvruttau na sambhavati ityaha. Apicha, vishyabhisandhina chalanam kamena atisantape sati bhavet satu bhagavat seva nivruttau na sambhavati. So one may say that vishayabhisandhina. So just by seeing the material objects, like dhyayate vishayan pumsaha sangasto shopajayit. That means as much as you meditate on the sense objects, then what will happen? Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasto. That means attachment. From that attachment, kama. From that, krodha. From that, moha, smriti bramsha, buddhinash. Finish. So like that will here also will happen? No. Abhicha Vishayabhisandhina chalanam kamen atisantape sati bhavet. One may say that. So there is a, so because of meditating on this, because of contact with the material objects, so there is a desire, and by that desire the heart is burnt, and so what? So they may turn back towards the material desires. No. Satu bhagavat seva nirvrutto na sambhavati. So because of being engaged in the service of the Lord, so that kind of so that means being tortured by the material desires is not possible. So that means all these material desires are completely vanquished because he's fully in the he absorbed in the service of the Lord. Because of that, so he's completely is pacified. All the material desires are finished. So that is said in this following sloka. The same thing. Bhagavata Uru Vikramangrishaka Nakamani Chandrikaya Nirastatape Hridi Khatamu Upasidatam Punasa Prabhavati Chandra Yuvoditer Katapaha. Translation: how can the fire of material suffering continue to burn the hearts of those who worship the Supreme Lord? How? That is question actually. How can the fire of material suffering continue to burn the hearts of those who worship the Supreme Lord? The Lord's lotus feet have performed innumerable heroic deeds, and the beautiful nails of his toes resemble valuable jewels. The effulgence emanating from those nails resembles cooling moonshine, for it instantly relieves the suffering within the heart of pure devotee, just as the appearance of moon's cooling light relieves the burning heart of the sun. Actually, in this material, when we are not devotees, so in this material condition, our heart is completely burnt by the different material desires. When you are desiring something and it is missing, then how will you feel? Your heart will be fully burning. You loved someone, and so he is or she is missing. Then material love. Then what will happen? Then your heart will be burning. Ah, yes. So because of this material desires, what? And you loved so much your car, and that was so in the accident it is completely crushed. Not completely, only then one scratch, because it is just some other car and it gave little scratch like that. Then there is scratch on your heart actually. On your heart there is a scratch, and you're feeling your heart is broken. My God. So whole year, whenever you see that scratch, then you'll be scolding that person for at least half an hour and, and whole day thinking. And you built after earning that means 20 years you worked and with that, so 10 crores or 5 crores of money you spent it to build a house, and he used the cheap cement in that, and there is a crack in the wall. Then there is a crack in your heart. And every day you'll see you don't enjoy the house, other facilities of the house, but you will feel bad for the only that crack all the life, all the time. And your friend came and he showed that crack how it is. Then you started once again. 1 hour. This our material desires will burn the heart completely. They'll fry boonstang in the fire of this material agony. Actually, heart is burnt. So this kind of burning sensation is felt by the pure devotees also? No. Why? See, Bhagavata Vurukramangri Shakha. Angri Shakha Naka. Angri Shakha means fingers are Shakha, branches. Branches of feet is what? So, fingers. And Shakha Naka. Naka means nails. Nails. The Lord's nail is like a white shining, like moon. So it's brilliant. That means effulgence coming out from that. So that's like a moonlight. So Shakha Naka Mani Chandrika. It's like a jewel. It's money. And Chandrika means rays are coming out. These nails are like that. Like a jewels, and which are emanating the the brilliant effulgence. And that is like what? Moonlight. So whole summer, that means whole day, because of sun, so much tortured our whole body. And there is a full moon, and you are sitting under the tree, and that full moon. Maybe in the villages you can see. I don't know. In the apartments nowadays, it's difficult to see moon also. So, but in the villages, nicely actually you can see the smooth breathe because of the moon. What? Moon rays are so soothing, and that will make the whole environment, atmosphere cool actually. And that moonlight, if you sleep, not in too hot, that just this kind of period is good actually. So it's not rainy, it's not too cold, it's not too hot, just and such a season. So if you go outside and sleep under the moon, and there is a jasmine tree also just nearby, then even it will be more nice. Then that jasmine flower smell also coming. And so having the nice, that means breeze is flowing, and seeing the moon, and that moon's light is soothing you completely. The torture, whatever you felt in the whole day because of sun, is completely so gone. The same way in this, that means these devotees, these Uttama Bhaktas, in their heart now, what is shining? The moon, like that means the Lord's lotus feet, the nails, from that nails, the light, brilliant, soothing light is coming, and it is completely pacifying their heart. And there is no torture from the material desires. So, nirastatape hrudi katham upasidatam punah saprabhavati chandrayodite arkatapaha. How can the fire of material suffering continue to burn the hearts of those who worship the Supreme Lord? So that's why there is no pain from the material desires. Anything is there for the service of the Lord, accept it, otherwise gone. What is there? So we want anything because of service of the Lord. Okay. Uru vikramau cha tavangri cha tayoho shakha ungalaya chandrikaha tapaharini diptihi tapaha kamadi santapaha. So, okay, this is clear. The same thing is expounded here. Uru vikramau cha tava angri cha tayoho shaka. So tayoho shaka means, so Uru Vikrama means Lord's Uru Vikrama is a big feat. Huh? So heroic, yes. And Tava Angri cha. So Urukrama Angri is there. Na? Uru Vikrama Angri. This is samasa is made. Uru Vikrama cha Angri cha. So Karmadare samasa. The samasa. The lotus feet is what? Is a heroic or is a magnanimous lotus feet. What kind of lotus feet? Magnanimous lotus feet. And lotus feet, though two are there. Uru Vikrama is Dvivachan, two. Or Tavangri is two. And two dot feet, 2 feet. And the Tayoho Shaka means Ungalaya, Angulaya. So fingers. Chandrika, Tapaharani. And in the fingers there is a nail. And that nail is like is emanating the brilliant effulgence, soothing effulgence. Okay, next Anuscheda 198 Tatha. The last sloka of this Anuscheda means not Anuscheda, this Prakarana. That means 8 slokas we are going to discuss about the Uttama Bhakta. So it's the 8th sloka we are going to see now. Visrujati Hrudayam na yasya sakshat Hariravaša bihitopya Hariravaša bihitopya Pyagauganashaha Pranaya Rashanaya Drutangri Padma Sabhavati Bhagavata Pradhana Vuktaha. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is so kind to the conditioned souls that if they call upon him by speaking his holy name, even unintentionally or unwillingly, the Lord is inclined to destroy innumerable sinful actions in their hearts. Therefore, when a devotee who has taken shelter of the Lord's lotus feet chants the holy name of Krishna with genuine love, the Supreme Personality of Godhead can never give up the heart of such a devotee. One who has thus captured the Supreme Lord within his heart is to be known as Bhagavad Pradhana, the most exalted devotee of the Lord. That means Visrujati Hridayam Nayasya Sakshad Harir Avashad Abhihito Pi Augha Nashaha. What is that? Harihi Avashibihi Avashabihi Avashabhihitaha. Avasha means unintentionally. If you take the holy name, just that means unintentionally taking means as a joke, as sarcastically, or just and the contextually, or like that. Somehow or other, if you take his name, then what Krishna will do? He will destroy Auganashaha. That means he will completely destroy the piles of the sin with that. One time just calling his name is so kind enough. And that kind of Krishna, what about the devotees who are calling him with love, with full love? Then he will never leave their heart. Na visrujati, that means he never leaves. So such a devotee's heart. So hridayam na visrujati, that means he never leaves. So sabhavati pranaya rashanaya drutangri padmaha. That means these people, because why he'll never leave? Because they are binding lotus feet of the Lord with the rope of love. Kahan jayega tum? Where you will go? So you cannot go anywhere. So बांध के रख देंगे. That is why he is not leaving, because of the love. So much love they have. And that kind of devotees are Bhagavata Pradhanaha. He is the Uttama Bhakta. Sabhavati Bhagavata Pradhanaha Uktaha. He is the best among the devotees. Okay. So this now Tika. So Tika means Acharya Sridhar Swami is describing something. We will follow him. Sri Sridhar Swami is saying what he is saying. Now here we have the quite discussion about all these 8 slokas, whatever we discussed. And then after that, yes, once again we'll pick up the track like anything and we will go with the good speed actually in the coming future. So you will be amazed by seeing that speed actually in future. Don't worry. But this discussion now, it takes time actually. This just anyway 10 minutes are there, so we'll see. 5 minutes we'll see something to 3-4 lines, and then tomorrow we'll do again actually. Again means this, not the total. Tika. What that means? Tika on this sloka we are seeing what? Ukta samasta lakshana saramaha. Samasta lakshana saram means in 8 slokas. In that first 7, that means 7 slokas, all the 7 slokas, the qualities of Uttama Bhakta are discussed, and in the 8th one, the essence of all those slokas is explained. What is that essence? That means the loving devotee or the Uttama Bhakta, he binds the lotus feet of the Lord with the rope of love. So this is the Sara. Ukta samasta lakshana saramaha visrujati iti. That means we are learning. That means Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama, all these characteristics ultimately what? What is the essence of all these, learning of all these? You should be able enough to bind the lotus feet of the Lord with the rope of the love. This is Sara. This is the Sara. You should get this. Harereva swayam sakshad yasya hridayam na visrujati means na vimunchati. Hari himself doesn't want to leave. So Harereva swayam sakshad. It's not that the Lord is trying to leave. Of course, they are binding him with the love, but even if he wants to go, also he cannot go. Because that love is so nice. He cannot get that love in his Swarupa also. The Swarupa Shakti is Haladini potency. So even the Swarupa Shakti's essence is Bhakti potency. Bhakti potency is more condensed than the Swarupa Shakti. So that's why Sri Krishna Krishni. It attracts this Sri Krishna. It's a property of the Bhakti, merits of the Bhakti. We have seen. So that's why he is. सबको तो रस चाहिए, इनको भी रस चाहिए, तो कहाँ जाएंगे तो उधर ही रहेंगे बस. Everyone needs rasa. Yes. So people who are envious about this ras, they will become neras, that is Brahmanandam. They are envious of this. Neras. Okay, hridayam na visrujati na vimunchati. So avashenapi abhihita matraha api aughaug apyaughaug api aghaugam agha augam. Agha means sin, augam means pile, big pile. So avashenapi, avashena means unintentionally, helplessly, or any way you can take. So avashenapi abhihitaha, that means if he is called just unintentionally also, auga, aga augam, that means pile, big pile of the sin. Nashayati, that means completely destroys. Yasa. Tatkim, so na visrujati. So what? He never leaves that heart. So yeah, he never leaves. Why? Yataha, because pranaya rasanaya drutam hrudaye baddham angri padmam yasya saha. He never leaves that heart. Yes, he never leaves because they tied his lotus feet with the rope of the love. So that's why. So he cannot leave. So that kind of bhakta is Bhagavata Pradanaha. He is the best among the devotees. Atra kamadin asambhave hetuhu. Kamadinam asambhave hetuhu. In that heart, there is no possibility of lust. We have lust means there is no Lord. We have lust in the heart means there is no presence of the Lord. Simple. Wherever there is a Lord, there is no lust. Wherever there is a lust, there is no Lord. So that is the reason we are all having the lust in the heart, because of no presence of the Lord, no devotion. बस जीना है कहीं ना करके सोसाइटी में, somewhere. Better to live here, tell some lessons and get the livelihood, live. My condition that live. So anyway, I have to work hard, bahar, outside and inside. So that's so. So atra kamadinam asambhave hetuhu sakshad iti padam. Sakshat, where is Sakshat word? That's why Sakshat, that means in this sloka, Sakshat, Lord is directly presenting in the heart. Then how the other lust and other things are possible here? Not possible. She cannot come in presence of the Lord. Maya never comes. So, apashritaha. She is very far. Lajjaya. She feels shame to come in front of the Lord. Tad uttarakalatvat sakshatkarasya. So that means such a heart, if whoever is having such a love for the Lord, so they can see. That means it just, if anyone got that kind of love on the Lord, then they can get the just immediately in the next moment they can get the so sakshatkaraha. That means Lord's realization. Taduttara kalatvat साक्षात्कारस्य तथा हरि अवशाभिहितः अपि इत्यादिना यह एत्रादृश प्रणयवान् तेन अनेन तु सर्वदा परम आवेशेनैव कीर्त्यमानः सुतरामेव अघोगनाशः स्यात् इत्यभिहितम्. If someone is taking the holy name unintentionally, even he is going and destroying all the sins, then this kind of devotees, out of love, they are always taking the holy name of the Lord. Can you expect any sin in their heart? No, it's impossible. There is no sin at all in their heart. It's not at all possible. Okay, remaining thing we'll see tomorrow. So 2 minutes are there. Any questions? Yeah. Mike.
Yes.
Oh, you want question, acha? Okay, Prabhu, you have a question.
Prabhuji, first is from the Anuched 190.
Acha.
When Kayika and Manasika
Lingas, yes.
lingas were explained of the Kanishta.
Yes.
So here, even here now, Jiva Goswami is saying, there is that Shastriya Shraddha and Paramparika Shraddha.
Yeah, Loka Parampara Jatsa.
Loka Parampara. Then what is this Shastriya Shraddha and Laukik Shraddha?
Laukik Shraddha is equal to Loka Parampara Jatsa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, there is some confusion here, Prabhuji, because one who has Kanishta Shraddha, he has began his bhakti.
Yes.
So, a Kanishta Shraddha person cannot have Shastriya Shraddha?
No.
But here in the translation, it is mentioned. That's why it was a little confusing for me, Prabhuji.
Where is that, bro?
I'll just show. Last line after quoting 10:84:13, the faith of the neophyte therefore arises only out of social convention.
Only out of
social convention, Loka Parampara.
Yeah.
Thus, a spiritual aspirant in whom divine love has not yet manifest, but who is endowed with faith rooted in scriptural knowledge, is to be understood as a primary standard of a neophyte devotee. So it was little, I could not.
Where, Prabhu? In
last line there. After the quotation.
The faith of neophyte. This one? The faith of the neophyte therefore arises only out of social convention, as described earlier. So thus a spiritual aspirant in whom divine love has not yet manifested, that means ata ajata prema, but who is endowed with the faith rooted in the scriptural knowledge, Shastriya Shraddha Ayuktaha. Here Dirgha is there. Shastriya Shraddha Ayuktaha.
Ayukta means
Ayuktaha.
But then
this is a natural. These are all okay. These mistakes will be natural. 40% editing will be done. Baba did like this. That's
what I know. That's what I was saying. 190. 190 last after the quotation. Yasyat Nidhi 190. That's one now, Prabhuji. Then
Shastri Shraddha Ayukta.
Ayukta it is.
In the Mola, it is there nicely.
Yeah. That's what even when a Sanskrit verse and the translation, there was little I felt. Now, Prabhuji, from Anuched 197,
Ah,
it was mentioned that because he's experiencing the bliss from the lotus nails of the Lord,
yeah.
he doesn't experience suffering.
Yes.
So in the Kapil Shiksha, the child in the womb,
Hmm.
he's offering of prayers. If you see, the prayers are very philosophical and very, moving.
Yes.
But these prayers are not offered out of love because of suffering. That's why that's not
These prayers?
are not out of love, but the suffering what he's going through.
Dinata.
Huh?
Out of humility. That's
Yes, yes. Dainya bhav, na?
Yes.
So that's not exactly at the level of what a Uttamadhikari.
Oh, this is just is out of material agony, so he is feeling so being tortured, and he is just remembering his devotion and also the torture of the Maya.
Yes.
That's this is different, bro.
And Prabhuji in 198 Anucheda.
Yeah.
I just marked it 1 second. Maybe others can ask. Till then, I'll find out. Prabhuji, I'd marked it somewhere.
Okay, others. Yeah.
The conclusion is that the neophyte devotee has faith that is no root in the scripture. So it's a mistake of the translation, correct?
Okay, others? Online? No. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.